I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio sun, and Aries rising, and a Capricorn Sagittal. So yeah, I'm a lot, but you get a lot too. But anyway, so I always wanted to dig. I always wanted to know. I wanted to know what was what. I always wanted to know. So I'm nosy as hell. So I I think it started when I learned about astrology. When I learned, and people are like, oh, no, seriously. When I learned about astrology, and then I learned also about numerology. When I started to learn about those things, where astrology is the blueprint that you came with, the stuff that you came with, everything that you're equipped with, it'll tell you in astrology. Numerology will tell you what you came here to do with that shit. You understand? It's connected. So that's once I figured that part out, I was like, huh. So I started working the charts. Right? But the problem was, while I was working the charts, it wasn't quite working. And I was just like, what? Why isn't it working? Then I started watching like different people, on YouTube and stuff. And they were talking about childhood wounds. Aaron Doughty is a really good one. That's where I started. Yeah, and then he introduces you to Abraham Hicks, and then Abraham Hicks he also introduces you to Bashar and all these other things. You got to start with his hair really short. Just saying it. Anyway, but I started watching him, right? And then I started watching Astro Finesse when it came to astrology. And because it was just like, yeah, he started talking about the Chiron. And I was like, what the hell is a Chiron? You understand? And that's what made the thing start. And then I started watching the Hannah Everywhere. So those three people, it was like a trifecta of shit. And I was just like, somehow, some way, it was literally like this. I took the three of them and was just like, something's not right. You understand? Because something was missing. And it was like, if I'm this powerful, according to Astro Finesse, right? I'm this powerful being, right? Remember, I am a Scorpio sun, an Aries rising, and a Capricorn moon. Those are my like core principles. Aries is like Aries is all over my chart. He's the ruler of my chart. So I'm like, if that's what's happening, why am I over here shrinking myself and trying to be something that I quite am not for someone who doesn't even care about me? Why am I doing that? Right? What is wrong with me? And this wasn't just in my marriage. This was where I worked. This was who I worked for. This was for different things. And I was just like, yo, what is this? Why is this? Right? Took it back over here. Ash Finesse is like, nah, you the shit, bro. Like, and then Hannah, she's like, no, you're supposed to be doing this. You're supposed to be doing that. I was just like, yo, if I'm supposed to be this big, huge thing, why? What is this? And then I started to listen to Aaron Doughty, and he was just like, you're repeating patterns. He was the one who made me understand that there was trauma. I didn't realize there was trauma at all, like at all. I thought this was normal. I did not realize that it was not. So I would watch him, and then I would test the theory. I would just test the theory. That's what I did. And the theories were sound. And I started to learn different things. I started to watch Joe Dispenza. Oh my God, Joe Dispenza made me realize that I can rewire my brain, but you can rewire the way your brain works and correct all that stuff.